Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rupal Hatkar and I am delighted to be with each one of you today. I am working for CMSPrime as the head of sales, and at CMS I get a chance to work with remarkable teams where we turn intense trading challenges into opportunities. Over the years in my financial journey of almost a decade, I have met two kind of traders. One who spend hours analyzing the markets and the others who spend hours analyzing the brokers. But the smart ones do both. So we are exactly going to do that over here today with five incredible industry heavyweights who are going to help me decode the topic of discussion today, which is navigate broker choices. What should traders look for? Straight diving into the introduction of our panelists here with us today. To begin with, we have E1 Milhaki, Chief Business Officer at DB Investing. With over 15 years of leadership in financial services, he drives global business development and strengthens both institutional as well as retail clients. Innovation and a client-centric approach are his trademarks. Welcome to the panel, Ivan.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Next, we have Joydeep Mukherjee, Head of Product and Strategy at Stoneford Partners. With expertise from liquidity management to Web3, he designs impactful and forward-thinking trading solutions. A warm welcome to you, Joydeep.
Thank you, Rupal. Thank you very much.
Next, we have Anup Kumar, who is the country manager at Trive. With over 15 years of experience and a master's in finance and marketing, he specializes in portfolio management and strategic financial planning for achieving long-term goals. Welcome, Anup.
Thank you, Rupal.
Yeah. Next, we have Ms. Soheila Rashidi, Regional Sales Manager at B2BROKER, with more than 2 decades of experience in the CFGs and FX and leverage trading instruments. CISEC licensed at advanced level, she offers deep insights into global brokerage and regulatory best practice. Welcome, Soheila.
Hi everyone, nice to be here.
Yeah. Last but not the least, we have Nitin Khemka, Business Development Manager at Axis.com, bringing expertise in Web3 marketing and fintech brand growth, focusing on India's retail trading landscape. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So, with so many brokers out there in the market, dear panelists, the traders always face a dizzying to-do list, right? Whether to evaluate regulations, ensure fund safety, figuring out pricing, or checking platform reliability. Please help me understand this topic better, and let's let's have a huge round of applause for our panelists before we begin this discussion. Yeah. I would straight dive in to the very foundation, and my first question to you is, Ivan. So basically, Ivan, how important is regulation when selecting a broker, and what should traders look for in a broker's regulatory status?
First of all, I would like to start with thank you very much for being present at this panel discussion. To answer the question, I think that regulation is key and it's critical in this industry. First of all, when you're trading with a broker, you have to make sure that that they are regulated, that they have a regulation, a strong regulation, and not only just an offshore regulation, because as most of you know, we have tier 1 regulation, which is FCA, which is ASIC, which is CISEC, which is Singapore regulation, and now more recently the Dubai regulation and ADGM regulation, the FSCA. But as we all know, regulation has threatened within this tier 1 markets. So all of you are looking for something more specific, which is the offshore regulation. But there you have to be very careful, because when a broker doesn't have also a tier 1 regulation, that problems may occur to your funds, to your trading, to your profitability with the broker, and we can go on with many other negative impacts that will have to you as a retail or institutional or even professional broker, partner, or affiliate.
Thank you for the valuable inputs. My next question to you, Ivan. What are the biggest mistakes you've seen traders make when choosing a broker?
I believe that after 15 years in the industry, after seeing more than hundreds of thousands of retail clients, institutional clients, partners, one of the most common mistake is the fact that they don't do the due diligence on a broker. They do not inform themselves of who is the partner that they want to trust, that they want to put their funds with, and how they are going forward with that partner. Because, as I mentioned previously, we are talking about regulation, we are talking about funds, segregated funds, we are talking about diversification, and we're talking about transparency with the broker. If the broker is just another broker in the industry and doesn't have ears in the industry and doesn't have licenses in different jurisdictions, then you have to reconsider. You have to make your due diligence.
That's right. Thank you so much. My next question to you, Joydeep. Do most reputable brokers keep client assets in segregated accounts and offer insurance protection?
Okay. First of all, thank you for the question, and I would like to express my sincere thanks to share the stage among the people who are carrying immense experience and knowledge. Coming back to your question, yes, the credible broker, and I would like to emphasize on credible broker, do follow the strict rule to keep the client's fund in a segregated account, supported by insurance as well as the compensation scheme. This ensure the client's funds not being mixed with operating capital and being readily available for instant withdrawal. That's something that every trader value. And trust me when I'm saying this, the broker that endorse instant withdrawal, and when and only when they live up to the word, strictly follow this framework, and they are the one known as the credible brokers, just like the one in our in Stonefort. And I just quickly remember the quote that once Warren Buffett said, it takes 20 years to build a reputation, but just 5 minutes to ruin it. And in trading and Forex ecosystem, that 5 minute could be the time taking for the withdrawal.
Yeah.
And segregation is the one that keep the reputation intact.
I completely agree with you on that. My next question to you. How can traders assess a broker's business model to gauge the conflict of interest? Basically, if it is market maker, STP versus ECN, what's your take on that?
See, first of all, it's a very interesting question as well as complex. Interesting because being more than 6 years in the industry, I've been asked this several times. Complex, not because of the nature, but because the way it has never been disclosed properly. And trust me when I'm saying that traders nowadays become very proactive, extra cautious. Thanks to the technology like AI, ChatGPT, they become 70% more smarter, accurate, proactive, and I believe there are many of them already following what I'm about to deliver. But if not, here what my take is, the trader today need to look just more than a marketing claims. The real test lies the execution speed, the slippage report, and how the spread behave during the volatile session.
Right.
If the price remains stable and the order closes to its quoted level, it reflects the genuine access to the liquidity. The second point, I would say, the withdrawal timeliness is a clear indicator. The clear and transparent withdrawal process indicate the genuine access of not just the liquidity, but the the model that a broker is following. And last but not the least, the regulatory transparency comes along with the disclosure whether the broker is a market maker or a pure STP. This keeps the trader and the broker in the same side of this trade. It's something like choosing between a restaurant that the one show the kitchen and the other shut the door. You rather see what the chef is cooking or just wonder if they are micro-ovening the leftover. Thank you.
I second your thoughts, Joydeep, and thank you for joining us today.
Very much.
Anup, I have a question for you. So, what does true transparency in pricing mean, and how a trader can identify hidden costs and markups?
Okay, first of all, thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. And just I'll make you the clear in terms of the transparency. Transparency means the trader should know about the access of the market, all the execution model, slippage model, the policy, strategy. These are the things whether it's very important to us to monitor by the traders. That's it.
Okay. And my next question, how do spreads, commissions and swap charges vary across brokers, and how can traders evaluate them?
Okay, that's also a very good question. That okay, if I am the trader, I know I should evaluate by checking with the different broker with the spreads, pricing policy, okay, then withdrawal policy. These are the important points, and whether we need to check the slippage also and rollover prices. That these are the most important things we need to check with the broker, and then we need to finalize the which broker is the best.
Thank you for answering my questions. So, Soheila, my question to you, what role does customer support play in a trader's decision to stick with a broker for long term?
Thank you for the question. This can bring up a controversial discussion because recently we have seen global brokers replacing customer support with AIs and robots. Something which bothers me a lot because throughout my 2 decades of experience, I have seen that a trader needs a real support from a real human. Because at a time of crisis, you won't be able to sit and explain your problem to an AI and expect to read articles to find the solution to your problem. So customer support plays, it's like a make it or break it factor for a trader when it comes to choosing his long-term partner, not just the client, they will become a partner of the broker for a long term.
Yeah.
It can be either solving his day-to-day issues with the platform, with the onboarding, or any similar withdrawals or a deposit, can get stuck at any time. So if there is a support, a responsive and skillful support, responding to the client, assuring him that everything is going to be fine, this will extend the retention of the client. So I would say that the distinguished brokers, they can build long-term relationship with their clients and extend the retention ratio by having a good 24/7 multilingual account managers where they can play like a coaching kind of role.
Yeah.
So they will help the client make smart decisions when it comes to certain timing in the market. And that's what I believe. I'm pro AI, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
It helps up to certain extent.
Yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you.
I think I completely agree with you because one point contact is extremely crucial and important for a trader to be loyal to the company for a long term. So with you on that wholly. My next question to you, what innovation in trading technology should traders expect from a top tier broker today?
That's a very interesting question. Actually, I like this question because nowadays we are in the world of AIs, right?
Yeah.
This was our previous discussion. Moving on, certain things can be done with AIs, and nowadays the global brokers, they compete on tech side because trading venue, I mean, you just get a price from an LP such as us, let's say B2BROKER, you get a price, you offer your spread, your commission, but what will distinguish you as a broker is what services you offer to your clients next to that trading venue. So traders should expect customizable platforms,
Yeah.
mobile platforms to be exact, because we use mobile. No one is going to sit home on a laptop
Yes.
trading. So all the trading is done through the mobile. So we should expect a seamless trading experience through their mobile apps. We should expect social trading apps where the traders who are not that skillful, they are still entering the market. They can copy skillful traders, let's say, following this model. We should expect customizable AI, powered by AI dashboards
Yeah.
for the traders, where they can stress test their strategies.
True.
You know, they can simulate the AIs in order to test their strategies, in order to get some feedback and analytics, and to make smart decisions when it comes to trading. So in my opinion, a good broker, a distinguished broker nowadays shouldn't offer just a trading venue. It should be like more like an ecosystem, right? So it's like a trading and then all the services on the side, educational, AI powered, all this.
Yeah.
The traders should demand it, actually,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yes. Thank you for sharing such valuable insights. I truly appreciate. And lastly, we have Nitin Khemka. So Nitin, my question to you, how important are educational tools for beginners versus advanced traders when choosing a broker?
First, thanks to you asking for the good questions. In trading industry, we both are seeing just like the beginner as well as the advanced traders. For beginners, I think the education is much better because they need to learn. They are starting from the zero. They have the open mind to learn anything about related to the trading. So we are just like the thinking access, providing the comprehensive educational tools for that. We are providing the tutorials, we are providing the webinar, and also spread the content over the social media where we can learn the beginners for that. And for the advanced traders, we are providing the market analyst report, risk analyst report, and advanced AI tool where the advanced trader, they can take their risk through the analysis report. That is my answers.
All right. And Nitin, that brings me to my last but yet very important question. How can traders evaluate the quality of a broker's trading platform and execution speed?
Execution speed is much better for the every traders, either the beginners or either the advanced. If you see the education speed, it's very hard to say just like the how much educational speed of the every brokers. But we are take care of everything and we are leading for that in terms of the education speed as access brokers. So we are providing the AI tools as well. We are providing the demo account where you can analyze our education speed and also providing the live account and dedicated managers. They can enhance you just like the education speed, and if you have any trading questions related to the same trading industry. That's it.
Thank you, Nitin. I think we have about 5-10 minutes to take in some questions from the audience. Dear audience, kindly keep it brief, and if you want to ask to any of the panelists, you can take their names and they shall answer your questions. So, can someone bring the mic to... Yeah. Yes.
Namaskar. I have a very simple question. Brokerage house giving educational training to the trader is acceptable. But brokerage house publishing research report and giving advisory is clash of interest. And that's a major problem between the relationship of a trader and a broker. Because my experience is that when a very high net worth individual wants to exit a stock, what broker does is he passes on that stock to his retail traders, gives him a clue that this stock is going to rise by 2 or 3% or 5%, and in this rise, his HNI client exits. And this is true across the board. FII, DII, any institution you take, this is across the board. So I personally feel if we ban educational research reports and advisory from brokers, will it help the industry or not? That I think I'm asking this question to Mr. Eon and Ms. Soheila.
Okay.
If you don't mind to keep the microphone a bit more close to understand your question, because
Ha,
what you
Mike,
were
I'll again repeat it.
please.
Broker has two type of clients. Two type of clients: very rich and retailer. When a rich clients want to exit, what the broker normally does, he gives a clue or research report to the retailers that this stock is going to rise by 5%. And in this 5% rise, the rich man exists. Stock remains there, but this man gets stuck up at 5% rise and then stock falls. Same, it happens reverse way. When market is at down, you get research report, market is going to fall. In that matter, the rich man purchases and again retail is struck. Now this habit of brokerage houses is killing the retail, and that is the real. I have changed many brokers, foreign brokers to Indian brokers, DII, FI, everybody. Everybody used on CNBC, you name the channel, every brokerage house has this practice. So why they do this?
So basically, from what I understand, is you're talking about real stock trading.
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe it depends on the regulatory, if they're giving advisory services to their clients for certain reasons, and if
Advisory and research reports. Advisory and research reports.
advisory and research reports. So they give this advisory research report to the high net worth clients, and then the rest of the clients, they get swept by the market because of those trades. So I guess it's just a matter of local regulatory, I would say. I mean, how would they monitor such trades, and how would they monitor that these brokerage houses, if they're actually providing correct, research advice, or if there is like a priority in trading for high net worth clients first, like first out, and then the rest they exit later. So my area of expertise is mostly CFDs. So I work mainly in CFD market, but I believe this has to do with local regulatory and local brokerage houses, their models.
I will say the same, that is about regulatory, but I will also give an insight, let's put it that way. Although we are in an industry here that it doesn't give advice to the clients, but gives all the tools to, let's say, not navigate, but to get informed and to be informed within the financial sector, I believe that if you look on Reuters or Bloomberg and you just pay a monthly subscription, which probably is about $5, okay, you'll get also exactly the insight that the people in the institutional, because what you are saying about institutional and the retail clients, why they are getting before us the news. Okay, here I would like to also to point the fact that we have AI, and that if you're looking on DeepSeek, ChatGPT, okay, you can find some informations that will help you guide also yourself and all the other traders, retail traders, on how to pinpoint exactly this matter. But again, I think Bloomberg, Reuters, and there are many other places that you can subscribe and get more information if that brokerage house doesn't give you the right information. Another point that I would like to put is to check very well the brokerage house where it's regulated, as already was mentioned, but also at the same time, what is your terms and conditions with that brokerage house? Okay, do you read the terms and conditions? One of the main mistake that we all do, because I'm also a trader myself, is the fact that we do not read. We just press next. Why we don't read? Why we don't do our due diligence? I mean, we are all happy about making $20, making $100, making $10,000, on a trade, no problem. But then we lose it all on the next trade. Why? Because we don't take informative decisions. I think that's the biggest mistake in our industry, and the biggest mistake of the retail traders, not taking informative decisions, taking emotional decisions. So again, I hope that answers a bit 5%, only 5% of your question, because again, we are not in the industry that you are putting the question. more part to the derivatives and the CFDs industry. Thank you.
Thank you. We can take one more question from the audience.
Hello. Hello. My direct question to Soheila ma'am.
If you keep the mic a bit more
Hello.
close, thank you.
My direct question is to Soheila ma'am. As you are a LP provider for many CFD firms, how as a trader, being as a trader, differentiate a book broker and a B book broker?
Okay, that's like $1 million question, right? Everyone wants to know
Yeah.
if their broker is A book or B book. We know, but we can't,
Yeah.
we can't share that kind of information. So at the end of the day, look, what matters is how your broker is treating you, okay?
Correct.
How they manage their risk and their book is up to them at the end of the day. But what I can say is for certain regulation, it's necessary to hedge up to certain percentage of your risk. So if you're trading with a broker who is fully B-book, then your counterparty is that broker, correct? So if you make certain amount of profit, they might come up with excuses not to pay you, or they might have a very big flow and they don't mind paying the profits. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that B-book brokers are bad or A-book brokers are good. What matters is you need to check your broker, where they are regulated, if they have any kind of regulation, and their track records. You can check when they were established. Is there any bad comments about them anywhere? Have they made a problem for withdrawal of someone at some point? And consider all this. So this is what I can suggest.
Yes. So due to some time limitations, we won't be able to take in any more questions. However, our panelists are always available at their respective booths. So any one of you who would want to speak to them, they would be more than happy to encourage one-on-one discussions. All right. So I think we all agree over here that choosing a broker is not just about low spreads or attractive bonus offers. It is more of trust, transparency, technology, and whether the broker will receive your calls when the market is volatile. So this brings to the end of discussion. On behalf of Money Expo India 2025 and our panelists, I thank each one of you for giving us your time, and enjoy the rest of the expo. Thank you.